I don't know about you, but whenever I go on a trip, I always pack way too much. I don't use a third of the clothes that I pack. It seems that just about everyone does the same thing if you look at all the huge suitcases and carry-on bags that everyone seems to be struggling with. If you have ever wondered why there are so many interpretations of the meaning of the Bible, just look at the many interpretations of that short phrase, carry-on bags must fit in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. A lot of the carry-ons that I see would be a tight fit in the cargo hold of the plane. In today's gospel, Jesus sends his apostles out with not even one carry-on bag. You might imagine the apostles saying, or at least thinking, "You want us to do what?" Think of all the times you might have said that or thought that when a teacher gives a difficult assignment, when a boss gives an impossible deadline, when someone asks you to help them move today, especially in this heat. Life is filled with lots of things we would rather not do. Of course, we don't always get a choice. Responsibilities don't just come with expectations, they also come with consequences. If we don't do what the boss asks us to do at work, we're not going to have a job for long. If we don't do the assignment the teacher gives, we could fail the course. If we don't help a friend move, that friend may not be there to help us when we need it. But what about in matters of faith? What if God is the one asking? For the apostles, this is their first personal mission on their own. So you would think Jesus must have said a lot more to them, must have encouraged them more, or given them more instructions. But St. Mark only reports this brief interchange. There's quite a bit about the physical arrangements for their mission, what they should and should not take, and very little about the mission itself. Basically, the apostles went off to preach and heal and cast out demons, which is pretty much what Jesus had been doing. Jesus is now sharing with them and giving them responsibility to go out on their own and follow his example, the example he had given them for 3 years. So I guess Jesus thought, well, they're ready to take on the responsibility of discipleship. For them, and I think for all of us, responsibility can be terrifying. Responsibility is developed from experience and practice, but if we make too many mistakes, we begin to lose faith in ourselves. Afraid to do the wrong thing, we opt to do nothing. Indecision paralyzes us. Instead of dying of heroism, we die of prudence. Life itself can strip us of the sense of responsibility. If we're wounded often enough by others who misquote us or accuse us or slander us, we decide that responsibilities, that's not for us. But notice Jesus' advice to his apostles on the problem of rejection. Shake the dust from your feet as you leave. In other words, don't let it bother you or stop you. Realize that responsibility is a process, something you must keep working at. Jesus shares his mission of preaching and healing and casting out demons with us too. As baptized Christians, we are called on to preach the good news by how we live our lives. We are called to heal by the way we love and forgive and serve others. And we even cast out demons by refusing to listen to those who would try to lure us away from our faith. All of this is a great responsibility, and it's scary. People may laugh at us because of what we believe, or they may even persecute us, however subtly. But we are blessed to have much more help on our journey than the apostles had. We have centuries of tradition and understanding and many more companions to travel with. We gather here every Sunday to strengthen and encourage each other on our mission to carry out our responsibility as Catholics in the world today. It comes down to this question: how do we see our faith? If we see it as a kind of burden, why would we want to do anything but the minimum? Why would we even try to live out the responsibility we accepted at our baptism? Why would we go the extra mile or wear our faith on our sleeves, risking ridicule or hostility? Why in the world would we want to imitate people like the prophet Amos, or St. Paul, or the apostles, or countless others down through the centuries? But if we see faith as a gift, a most precious gift, why wouldn't we want to follow the example of Jesus? Why wouldn't we want to share our faith with everyone we meet? Why wouldn't we want it to shape our every thought and attitude and action? Why wouldn't we want to give what Jesus gave, our entire selves? If we truly believe in all that God has done for us, if we believe in all his Son Jesus said and did, if we believe in the price Jesus paid, then we know our responsibility. What are we willing to pay? What are we willing to give? Where are we willing to go? You want me to do what, Lord? Yes, Lord. Here I am.